Hello everybody, Kyle here on a happy Friday afternoon. I'm down here in Newport Beach, California, just to make all my viewers from the Midwest jealous a little bit with this beautiful sunny weather, beach, boats, nice sky. It is a little cloudy today, but I'm okay with it. Just wanted to make a quick video today on a couple of things as we go into the weekend. A lot of times weekends are spent taking care of things, getting things accomplished that we didn't get during the week, and sometimes that can be overwhelming. So I wanted to give a couple of little tips on how to get a lot accomplished without getting overwhelmed. First thing is to try to chunk things. What that means is if you have work stuff to do, you have house stuff to do, you have children stuff to do, you want to clean, all those different things, don't stack them on top of each other, because then that becomes overwhelming and you typically just go grab a beer and watch TV. So what that means is chunk all of the things that have to do with the house, like say mow the lawn, vacuum, mop, do the dishes, and chunk those as one thing saying house. Then you have your next item, maybe some work stuff where you need to do some reports, expenses, anything like that. You chunk that as work. And then instead of having 7,000 things that you have to do that day, you only have 4, and it makes it a lot more manageable. So that's stacking and chunking. Don't stack, chunk instead. And then also, as far as the stacking goes, a lot of times we get a little overwhelmed when we start to do something and then other things start happening. The kid starts crying, the car gets a flat, and a lot of people get stuck stacking unrelated things on top of each other. That will cause you to become overwhelmed again. And I always try to say, okay, is this related? Am I stacking something that is completely unrelated? Like my partner yelling at me has nothing to do with the fact that I still have to mow the lawn. Now, a lot of people get stuck and say, oh, I gotta mow the lawn, you're yelling at me, the kid just pooped in his diaper, blah, blah, blah. All things that are completely unrelated. So make sure, if you're feeling overwhelmed, to check in with yourself. Who am I being right now? Is this in alignment with who I want to be? And understand there's some things that you can't control. While I say that, I think about what I heard from John Osseroff in a webinar he just did. There was a doctor, and he said, picture like the ocean. Nobody can control the current of the ocean, yet we can still ride the waves. I thought that was a great example, and now we're by the ocean. Think of that. If you think something is outside of your control and you're struggling with it, ride it. You can still ride the waves of it, of things that you are not in control of. So make sure you're coming and checking in with yourself, not stacking completely unrelated things on top of each other, and you chunk the unrelated things into related things to make it a lot more simpler. And that's my tips for the weekend, so you can go get a lot accomplished without feeling overwhelmed, and ask yourself, how can I do this and enjoy the process? All right, have a great weekend. Make it a great weekend. I apologize, don't have it, make it, and live and love consciously.